Hello dear students, welcome to today's English class. So, I think all are keeping well and we have already begun the second lesson. And in the previous class, we learned about Vaikam Muhammad Bashir, and it was his lesson, The Snake and the Mirror. And we saw a homeopath was there asking a question to his friends. What was the question? Has a snake ever coiled around any part of your body? A full-blooded cobra. That was the question. And he was explaining his experience, and how he was living in a small room which he shared with rats, And one day, after coming to his room, it was very hot, and he went out to get some air, but there was no air. There we concluded. Let us see what happened next. This is a funny story, going to be very interesting to you. ഇത് അല്പം തമാശയ്ക്കുള്ളൊരു വളരെ ബഷീറിൻ്റെ വളരെ നർമ്മം തുളുമ്പുന്ന രീതിയിലാണ് അദ്ദേഹം എഴുതിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. So it will be interesting. You can just read. So I went back into the room and sat down on the chair. So he went to the chair. I opened the box beneath the table and took out a book, the Materia Medica. So he went to the room and he just took out a book beneath the table. What do you mean beneath? Under. Beneath means under. Under the table he took a book that was a Materia Medica. This is Materia Medica. This is a homeopathy medicinal book by William Borix. William Borix. And it contains details about different type of diagnosis, remedies, rare remedies, etc. And a homeopathy medicine book. So he was a homeopathy doctor. Our doctor is a homeopathy doctor. So I opened it at the table on which stood the lamp and a large mirror. So he opened, there was a table and there was a lamp, and there was a large mirror. A small comb lay beside the mirror and there was a comb. You know what is the meaning of comb? I'm sure you must know the meaning. The comb, cheap. Cheap. Comb. One feels tempted to look into a mirror when it is near. That is a true fact, isn't it? When we see a mirror, naturally we look at it. I have seen students, if we park a car in our compound, they come, even boys and even girls, they come and they just check their hair, they look there. We all are tempted. If you go to a shop, I've seen people looking and standing in different positions. So we all love to watch ourselves in the mirror. So I took a look. So the doctor also looked at the mirror. In those days, I was a great admirer of beauty and I believed in making myself look handsome. And in those days, he was a great admirer. What is the meaning of admirer? Who is an admirer means one who appreciates beauty. And believed in making myself look handsome. And I believed I should look very handsome. I was unmarried and was a doctor. And what is the reason for that? He was unmarried. So before marriage, people are very conscious about their looks. നമ്മുടെ ലുക്സിനെ കുറിച്ച് വളരെ കൺസേൺഡ് ആണ്. So how beautiful we can make ourselves. That's what we all think. That's why we imitate many stars, we keep different hairstyles, we wear beautiful dress. Whatever styles we can show, we show because we want to keep ourselves look good. I felt I had to make my presence felt. And why do people dress up themselves so fashionably? എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് നല്ല ഫാഷൻ ഡ്രസ്സൊക്കെ ധരിക്കുന്നത്? Because they want to make their presence felt. അവരുടെ സാന്നിധ്യം മറ്റുള്ളവരെ അറിയിക്കാനാണ്. To make the presence felt. I picked up the comb and ran it through my hair and adjusted the parting so that it looked straight and neat. So he took the comb and just ran through the hair and adjusted the parting. You know, maybe in olden times, the men used to comb the hair by making a parting from one side, no? One side they may be parting and, okay, not like my hair, it's not like this. They used to part to one side, okay. There will be a parting like that. Like the ladies do in the middle. പെണ്ണുങ്ങൾ ഈ നടുക്ക് വകയുന്നത് പോലെ ആണുങ്ങൾ സൈഡിൽ വകഞ്ഞാണ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. So he made that very straight and neat. Again I heard that sound from above. Again that sound was heard from above. And what was that sound? It was the rats used to run there. That was the sound. Okay. So what do we see in the paragraph? He looks at the mirror and he wanted to make himself look very handsome. And he was a bachelor and he was a doctor. Okay. I took a close look at my face in the mirror. So I just went near, closer to the mirror. Okay. I made an important decision. And while I was looking at the mirror, the doctor took a great important decision. I would shave daily and grow a thin mustache to look more handsome. And what was that important decision of the homeopath doctor? I would shave daily. Okay, and grow a thin mustache. You know, thin mustache was a fashion in olden times. You might have seen in our Malayalam films like keeping Prem Nasir and all, keeping that thin mustache. In Malayalam we say Padidara Misha. Okay, that thin mustache was a fashion at that time. Okay, and so he wanted to shave and he keep a thin mustache to look more handsome. I was, after all, a bachelor and a doctor. And what is the reason for that? Because he was a bachelor. You know, what's being a bachelor? One who is not married. Okay, and a doctor. So he has got a position in society. He is a doctor and he is a bachelor. And definitely he needs to look handsome. അതുകൊണ്ട് തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും സുന്ദരനായിരിക്കണം. കാരണം അവിവാഹിതനും ഒരു ഡോക്ടറുമാണ്. So that's the reason he wanted to make himself look very handsome. Okay. And I looked into the mirror and smiled. Again I looked at the mirror and the doctor smiled. It was an attractive smile. And that smiling us, the doctor felt it is very beautiful. I made another earth-shaking decision. What do you mean earth-shaking? Decision, a great decision he made. So already he made one decision. What was that? What was that decision? He would shave daily and keep a thin mustache. And the second earth-shaking decision he made, what was that? I would always keep that attractive smile on my face. That attractive smile, that beautiful smile, I will always keep in my face to look more handsome. And what is the purpose of that? He wanted to look more handsome. I was, after all, a bachelor and a doctor too on the top of it. So he was a bachelor and he was a doctor on the top of it. അദ്ദേഹം ഒരു അവിവാഹിതനും ഇതിനെല്ലാം കാരണം എന്താണ്? What is the inspiring force behind for looking handsome? Because he was bachelor, അവിവാഹിതനായിരുന്നു. Okay, so he wanted to get the attraction of some young ladies. അല്ലേ, ഏതെങ്കിലും സുന്ദരിമാർ കണ്ടാൽ നോക്കണം അല്ലേ? That's the purpose. He wanted to look more handsome. Again came that noise from above. But in between all this, the noise was there still. I got up, lit a beedi and paced up and down the room. So he got up and he had a bad habit. I would call it a bad habit. Okay, lit a beedi. So in earlier times, people were not much aware of the dangers of smoking. പണ്ട് ഇപ്പോൾ പുകവലിയുടെ പ്രശ്നങ്ങളെക്കുറിച്ചൊന്നും വലിയ ബോധമില്ലായിരുന്നു. He was a doctor. So that was a habit. Okay. So he began to smoke and paced up and down the room. What do you paced? Walk fast. വേഗത്തിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ നടക്കുക up and down the room. Then another lovely thought struck me. A beautiful, lovely means beautiful thought struck me. A thought came to his mind. And what was that beautiful thought? What was that beautiful thought? I would marry. No? Beautiful thinking. No? What he wanted? He wanted to marry. I would get married to a woman doctor. And whom he wanted to marry? A woman doctor who had plenty of money and a good medical practice. It was not a simple dream. He wanted to marry. He was well planned. നല്ല തീരുമാനമായിരുന്നു. നല്ല ഒരു വനിതാ ഡോക്ടറെ കല്യാണം കഴിക്കണം. ഇഷ്ടം പോലെ കാശുള്ള നല്ല മെഡിക്കൽ പ്രാക്ടീസുള്ള ഡോക്ടർ. Okay, so future is safe. She had to be fat. Strange, no? Usually no one wants to marry a fat lady. But the homeopath wanted to marry a fat lady. What is the reason for that? For a valid reason. What is the meaning of valid? Then valid എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? What is the meaning of valid? Reasonable. ഒരു ന്യായമായ കാരണം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. There is a reasonable reason, okay, for that. What is that reasonable reason to marry a fat lady? That was very simple. If I made some silly mistake and needed to run away, she should not be able to run after me and catch me. If the doctor made some mistakes and if he wanted to run away, the lady should not be able to run after him and catch him. ഡോക്ടർ എന്തെങ്കിലും തെറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഓടേണ്ട ഒരു സാഹചര്യം വന്നാൽ ഭാര്യ ഒരിക്കലും പുറകെ പോയി പിടിക്കരുത്. He should never go behind him and catch him. That's funny, isn't it? Okay, that's so he had such a great thinking about the future. തൻ്റെ ഭാവിയെക്കുറിച്ച് വളരെ നല്ല പ്ലാൻ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു ഡോക്ടർ. He had a good plan. So he was well planned. He wanted a lady who had plenty of money and he wanted her to be fat so that she would never run after him. Interesting, isn't it? See the language of Bashir, no? Very simple. He thinks like an ordinary man, writes like an ordinary man, and it appeals to ordinary people. Okay. With such thoughts in my mind, I resumed my seat in the chair in front of the table. So with all these thoughts, I again resumed means continued my seat in the chair in front of the table. There were no more sounds from above. So there were no sounds from the above. Suddenly, there came a dull thud. What do you mean dull thud? What is the meaning of dull thud? Dull means not very strong, okay. Thud, falling sound. So, not very strong, a light falling sound, okay. Surely nothing to worry about. Oh, it's not very heavy. Even so, I thought I would turn around and take a look. But I thought I would turn and look back. No sooner had I turned than a fat snake wriggled over the back of the chair and landed on my shoulder. No sooner, you might have learned that term, no sooner. No sooner had, no sooner did. No, you have learned that, no sooner had, okay. No sooner had I turned than a fat snake wriggled over the back of the chair and landed on my shoulder. What is the meaning of wriggled? Twist and turn. Wriggle means okay. A fat snake. A fat snake wriggled out the back of the chair and landed on my shoulder. A fat snake, a big snake, it wriggled. ഇഴഞ്ഞു കയറി ചെയറിൻ്റെ അവിടെ എൻ്റെ ഷോൾഡറിൻ്റെ അവിടെ നിന്നു. The snakes landing on me and my turning were simultaneous. So the snake landing on the chair and my turning back were simultaneous. What do you mean of simultaneous? Happening at the same time. ഒരേ സമയം സംഭവിക്കുന്നതാണ്. Simultaneous, happening at the same time. That is called simultaneous. So this is what happened. My turning back and the snake landing on the shoulder happened at the same time. So the doctor was thinking about a nice future, and what happened actually now? There was a snake on his shoulder. Okay, for today that is enough. And dear students, there are some questions. I will just read it out. In those days, I was a great admirer of beauty. Pick out phrases and expressions from the story to justify the statement. I think you understand the meaning of the question. That days he was admirer of beauty. So there are some phrases here which reveals that justify എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അതിനെ ന്യായീകരിക്കുന്ന, അതിനെ സാധൂകരിക്കുന്ന. Okay, some expressions are here. What he did those days, like combing, he keeping a mustache. He decided. So he wanted to look handsome, all that. You can just pick out those sentences and write on a notebook. And the fifth question, what are the two important and earth-shaking decisions that the doctor takes while looking into the mirror? There were two important decisions he made. What were they? We have seen here, important decision. You know that. Keeping a thin mustache and keeping beard, shaving daily, keeping thin mustache and keeping the attractive smile. Sixth question, again came the noise from the above. Did the doctor pay much attention to the noise? Why? So again there was a noise from above. So did he pay any attention to that? He did not pay. No, he was thinking about how to keep himself handsome. Okay, and what kind of a woman does the doctor want to marry? I already explained you what kind of lady he wants to marry and what is the reason for that. Okay, and also the eighth question, what happened when you are sitting on the chair? We have already seen that a snake landed on the chair and on his shoulder. So you can complete this and read the questions and write the meanings into your notebooks, difficult words, and these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions to your notebook, okay, and send to me. We will continue in the next class the rest of it. Read the lesson. Have a nice day.